I think about The Rock a little bit more than most because I like The Rock. I think it's pretty impressive. What the guy's done. This is rocking way too hard now, and I got to stop it. It's pretty impressive when you say that you got this guy who's a wrestler, and he was going to be a football player, and it didn't work out, the football thing. So his dad was a very famous wrestler, but wrestling was always kind of on the outskirts of real entertainment for a long time. And his dad's like, you don't want to get in this wrestling thing. You don't want to do this wrestling thing. This wrestling thing's not for you. And so football didn't work out. Rock had $7 in his pocket. That's why the name of his production company is $7, $7. And he goes on to become arguably one of the greatest wrestlers, most famous ones of all time. I don't think there's arguing that. He definitely is. And then to go on to be one of the big movie stars, businessmen, family star. I mean, the guy, he followed the Arnold Schwarzenegger blueprint, and he knows that. He's talked about that. But in the social media world, that's really what took him almost to this next level, is this social media, because that was this other thing that these other old stars didn't have to think about. And he mastered that too. But also in the same regard, I think that's why there's comments like Asher who are like, we're rocked out, because in every time you see The Rock, he's shilling you. He's selling you something. Here's my energy drink. Here's my tequila. Go see my movie. It's like, you're just like, dude. And then, of course, me personally, I would love to meet him. I got a lot of respect for the guy. He's a very impressive man. I think he's a great father. Seems to be a great husband. So I got no beef with The Rock. I'd love to meet him, like I said. But I can understand why people are tired of it too. It's like every 5 seconds, the guy has the most following on Instagram, blah, 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 blah. So a lot of people have come down, and I'm with you. I think that, yes, Shaq and Snoop Dogg, boy, we're right on the same plane here, Ash, are in the same world for me. I definitely, I'm more of a, I would probably say it's like Shaq, Rock, Snoop Dogg for me. But I just think, and I think the big problem when you see these, I think the issue we have with this, when we see people at this level, DTF, what up, man? Oh, nice, man. Going to Epic Universe. That's fantastic. Have fun out there, dude. I'm glad you checked in. So I think the problem we have with these people, I'll speak for myself. And I've shared this before. Whenever you see somebody that you know's got money, they got money. And I mean, not like regular people, like you reach levels of fame and money, hundreds of millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars. We can't even begin to understand that kind of money. And you choose to continually sell and corporatize and then you don't, it just comes off as unauthentic. And we are not living in, thankfully, the unauthentic world anymore. Some people are, but people see through that shit. Ironically, in this age of AI, in this age of fakeness, it's not ironic. It is for the reason why people are seeking this. They want realness. They want authenticity. And that's why, elections happened how they did. They wanted to see somebody real sitting there talking. Joe Rogan is popular because he's real. Doesn't matter on the right or left. People take people as they're real. And The Rock, a lot of people were feeling, was coming off as inauthentic. Now, DTF, perfect time to chime in because that's exactly what we're about to do. Guys, allow me to introduce you. So before I get right to that part, and you know what? That's a good point, ATH. I like The Rock and Snoop. They both transcend generations. I get to enjoy them as performers due to my son. That's a really good point. And I think that's this is not a word, but their sellability, their why they garner so much attention, So